Hello, Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have come with another information. Today is another day. I pray that God will be with you and bless you going out and coming in. Biafrans, we are here for you. And if you are there for us, why don't you share and hit the subscribe and like button for us? Because if we are not here, enemies will stay to speak against us to the international communities. And that's why we insist that we must continue. All right, please keep supporting us and we'll keep doing that which we know how best to do for Biafrans. Here comes another update, and we pray that you please listen to the end. I'll be right back.
The world know and use this opportunity to also thank our Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces, Navy and Air Force for what they're doing on ground to ensure that we protect our state, to ensure we protect our nation. Please do not listen to all the rumors and gossips and all the online online misinformation going on with some individuals. All they are planning is to destabilize what we are doing. Because you cannot claim that you want Biafra to come and at the same time you are out there in the public domain misinforming people, calling people's names. You don't know anyone. We are building a nation. We are building 40 states. Everyone has a role to play. It's not your duty. You don't have the right to come out on social media and be mentioning people's names. People you don't even know what they do. Because some people are calling you, gossiping to you, then you think you have the right to go on air and be just spilling out misinformation to the public. No one has a right to do that. It is not acceptable. We are building a nation. We have over 1 million jobs that Biafrans are lining up to take in the ministries, in the House of Representatives, in the legislatives, in the local government. Who are those that are going to do this job? There are millions of jobs in the defense, in the police, in security apparatus. Who are those that are going to take up these jobs? What are you fighting for? What do you need? Our greatest enemy is the Nigerian state that comes to kill us using the Southeast and South legitimized government and their agents, their security agents, and the reintegrated terrorists in Biafra land wearing the Nigerian military and police uniform. Those are our greatest enemies and the politicians that support them. Those are the individuals you should be fighting. Not fellow Biafrans because you have a personal beef with the individual. You come out to spill the nonsense, calling people's names that you don't even know who they are. Even if you know them, you have no right. You have no right to be misinforming Biafrans. I've seen a lot of misinformation. Like when somebody was saying that somebody was giving $50 million to an individual. That is a pure lie. And then you come out publicly to spill this nonsense to Biafrans because people just listen to you on the social media. Let us go ahead. And for those Biafrans, again, one more thing I want to say. I don't have any problem with anybody trying to do whatever or say there's freedom of information. But when that freedom of information amounts to spreading falsehood to the public, that's not acceptable. And for those of you that are being used by the Nigerian government, and when you go online or Twitter space, all you talk is about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I ask you a question. Is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze the freedom that you're fighting for? Is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze the independent of the United States of Biafra that you are asked to do by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and by our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu? Is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze your problem? Is that the freedom you're supposed to fight? Is that the terrorists you're supposed to fight? Is that the Nigerian state that are bringing people, the integrated terrorists to kill our people? Is that the independent you're supposed to be fighting for? When you spend 8 hours on Twitter space and talking about Dr. Orabueze, you think that will change anything? That will not change a thing. The roadmap, the plan for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra is already marked out by our Prime Minister. That template must be followed from beginning to end. If you like, you go on social media, stay there, cry from now to the next 100 years. It's not going to move anything. It's not going to stop Biafrans. So I implore all Biafrans to come together. This is not the time to start backbiting. This is not the time to start going on air to just waste your precious time. The time you will use to be talking about Dr. Orabueze or Defense Minister or Information Minister or somebody else, you can use that time to map out something strategic for Biafra. You can use that time to meet the county or the congressman in your region and tell them about Biafra. You can use that time to go to the offices of individuals that are going to financially help us to restore, establish our military, establish our police, because we need the funding. That is what you're supposed to be doing. But if you continue to come online and disrupt what we do, that means we believe the Nigerian state is using you to disrupt what we are doing. And we are going to give you the treatment that you need. I promise you that.
All right, we've had you, our sister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Talking about you is in two phases. The positive talk about you and the negative talks about you. Nobody would like any negative talk about him or her. So they say that we have business to do. We have Fulani headsmen that have been ravaging our land to talk about. We have the president of Zoological Republic, who is like a dead president there, but people are dying and nothing is being done. Talk about it. Talk about Southeast governors who are rubber stamp governors. Unbelievable, honestly speaking. Just imagine what has happened in this struggle, how the mighty have fallen, how things just fell apart. Unbelievable, so sudden. Where is our Prime Minister? Where is our Hamadike? And now that our sister is in forefront, people are still trying to castigate her, to bring her down. For who to take over? I ask. Well, that's what we can see today. That's where we'll wrap it up. And we urge you to subscribe, like, and share our videos. God bless you.